Yo guys, what's good? Primark9 here, and we are back with week 11 of Marshadow's Backyard Brawl. I know it's been a while, but I feel like I couldn't leave this series undone, and I did say I was gonna come back. So, I'm back, we're gonna finish this up, let's get straight into things. Our opponents for this week, or for week 11 to be specific, are the Chicago Tauros. They have Staraptor, Florges, Hitmontop, Avalag, Breloom, Feraligatr, Kingdra, Dragonite, Cinderace, Bishop, and Cobalion. Now off the bat, the biggest threats to me are Kingdra, Dragonite, Cinderace, maybe Breloom. But yeah, those three specifically. Kingdra, if he wants, he can set up the rain with either Kingdra or with Feraligatr. Can get a focused energy up. I think he gets Sniper or Swift Swim, but I think he usually runs a Sniper set, so might not have to worry about the rain as much. But a focused energy on this thing can make it a monster. It can take out almost anything on my team, so I've got to watch out for that. Dragonite with Marvel Scale, it gives it a chance to set up quite easily. It can take it the first hit pretty well, so we're gonna have to watch out for that. Cinderace is just a monster, to be honest. This thing hits so hard. I can't remember if Libero is banned in this league or not, so we might be lucky there. Florges is very good utility. It gets Wish and it gets Aromatherapy, and it also hits pretty hard. And as far as I remember, it has a good special defensive stat as well. Avalag and Hitmontop are probably there for Rapid Spin. Breloom shouldn't be underestimated either, because it can hit very hard, and I think it gets Technician, so Mark Punch and Bullet Seed are very, very dangerous moves. Also, it gets Spore, which could be very problematic, especially like maybe a Spore Swords Dance set. Cobalion can also set up Stealth Rocks, but it can also hit very, very hard. It can actually do quite a bit of damage to my team, so I have to figure out how to work around that. Feraligatr, not too much of a problem, to be honest, but it's not the easiest team to plan for, but we were able to cook something up. First up, we have Rhyperior with the Citrus Berry, Solid Rock. It has Earthquake, Rock Slide, Ice Punch, and Stealth Rock, with max investments in HP and defense. Now, the Chicago Tauros team has a lot of physical attackers, or mainly physical attackers. The only ones not being mainly physical probably being Kingdra and Florges. The rest are physical. So Rhyperior is fully invested in its defenses and its defense and its HP, so that it can take on a hit from pretty much anything on this team. And also its attack stat is also already very high, so we don't have to worry about its attack output. We've got Stealth Rocks, especially for the Dragonite, because if we can get the Stealth Rocks up, there's a good chance that we can get rid of its multi-scale. And if it doesn't have... Wait, is it multi-scale? Yes, it's multi-scale, yes. There's a good chance we can get rid of its multi-scale. But also, Stealth Rocks does good work on Cinderace. It can get rid of potential Focus Sash on Breloom, or it can even show us heavy-duty boots on either Cinderace or Dragonite. It also does work against Staraptor. But Rhyperior is amazing against Staraptor, Avalag, Cinderace, Bishop, Cobalion, even Breloom and Feraligatr. Okay, no, not those two. Those two are a bit dicey. But yes, Rhyperior is an absolute wall for this match, and it's going to be very important for us. Next, we have Milotic with Leftovers and Marvel Scale. We've got Scald, Ice Beam, Toxic, and Recover, with main investment in HP and defense. Same reason we're investing as with Rhyperior, a lot of physical attackers on this team, so Milotic is going to be able to take a hit from pretty much everything here. And it can take out a lot of things on this team like this. You can take on Staraptor, take it out with Ice Beam. You can take on Dragonite, even with it setting up and its Marvel Scale, it can probably two-shot it, so there's nothing to worry about there. You can take on Cinderace, take on Bishop. Breloom is probably one of the trickier ones, but I think an Ice Beam should do the job. You can take on Cobalion. Feraligatr, not ideal, but it can still do the job. Milotic it's going to be a monster in this match for us. It's going to be one of our biggest assets. So We just have to hope nothing unfortunate happens to it. Then we have Heracross with the Choice Scarf and Moxie. It's got Close Combat, Rock Slide, Earthquake, and Knock Off, with main investments in attack and speed. We have Heracross with the Choice Scarf specifically for Cobalion, because Cobalion outspeeds a lot of things in our team, if I'm being honest. And it's not necessarily an easy thing to take care of because its defenses are so high. So we have Heracross with the Choice Scarf specifically so that it can outspeed in case it gets a Swords Dance up, and maybe just to be able to finish off the Cobalion. I guess it can do work against Bishop as well, maybe against Kingdra if things are a bit dire, but its main objective is to take out that Cobalion. Then we have Hatterene with the Life Orb and Magic Bounce. It has Dazzling Gleam, Trick Room, Mystical Fire, and Psyshock, with main investments in HP and special attack. Hatterene is pretty much our fail-safe for Kingdra. If Kingdra gets out of control, we just throw Hatterene in there, set up a Trick Room, and then kill it with Dazzling Gleam. That's pretty much the plan. Can't lie. Anything else that goes up against, it's purely by chance. But yeah, it's mainly there to take out Kingdra if we're struggling to take it out. Maybe if Rhyperior not Rhyperior, it's not going to do anything there. Maybe if my Lotic can't take care of it, then I guess Hatterene is our failsafe. It should work. With the investments in HP, there's a very low chance of Hydro Pump killing, even if it's a crit. So we should be good. Then we have Incineroar with the Choppler Berry and Intimidate. It has Flare Blitz, Knock Off, Will-O-Wisp, and Iron Head with main investments in HP and defense. We're gonna have a lot of physically defensive Pokemon on this team because, as I explained earlier, a lot of physical attackers. Incineroar is our #1 way of taking care of Dragonite. If we burn that thing, it's not a problem. It can set up as much as it wants. If it's burned, it takes care of the multi-scale, and it makes setting up useless. Then we can maybe just send in my Lotic and then Ice Beam it, no problem. We also have the Choppler Berry specifically for maybe Staraptor. Yeah, mainly Staraptor actually. No, and Florges, because if I'm remembering correctly, Florges gets Focus Blast. So to make sure that we're able to live a Focus Blast and kill it with Iron Head, even though Flare Blitz could probably do the job as well. That's what we have it for. Nothing. Oh, and then Intimidate, obviously, it just works against a lot of things. And then we have Heliolisk with the Choice Specs, Dry Skin. It has Discharge, Dragon Pulse, Hyper Voice, Volt Switch. Got max investments in special attack and speed. Honestly, it's mainly there for maybe a switch in on Hydro Pump from Kingdra. Maybe a switch in on an attack from Feraligatr because of the Dry Skin. And then it just revenge kills pretty much anything that comes in its way. Like, there isn't much that's going to be living a Hyper Voice or a Discharge from Heliolisk, especially with the Choice Specs. It's not really an important member of the team, but we have it there just in case, you know, it could pull something. Okay, so the lineup we're up against is Kingdra, expected, Staraptor, expected, Dragonite, Cinderace, the three main threats that I mentioned, all expected. Florges is there, Cobalion's there, pretty much everything that I was most worried about. So, not too surprising there. But let's see how things go. Well, there you have it. We secured the W against the Chicago Tauros. Rhyperior and Milotic did a fantastic job at taking hits and chasing things out, allowing for very free and easy hits, easy damage on the opponents. Incineroar starting off with the Will-O-Wisp on the Dragonite was absolutely perfect, because I wasn't aware it was going to have the weakness policy. That would have been scary. Able to dispatch the Dragonite very early on without a problem. Heracross eventually came out to take care of the Cobalion, although I do think it wasn't necessary. Hatterene almost worked. I mean, the Psyshock was at least helpful in taking out the Florges. Yeah, but overall, it was a pretty straightforward match. I think that now puts us on a 4-win streak. We're on week 11 now, so I think that makes us 7-4. Like 7 wins and 4 losses, so I think we might actually have a chance at the playoffs. But there's still one match left before the playoffs are decided, so we'll just have to do our best there and, you know, see what happens. But yeah, that's all from me. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. I'd really appreciate that. That would be really cool of you. That would be, like, you would actually be amazing. And yeah, that's me. See you guys next time. Prime Arcanine out.